Hello and welcome to Teach Christ International. I'm your host Ruth Karibu. In case you're new here, Karibu Sana. In case you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. For being tuned here. Yeah. As always, I'm your host, Ruth Kirubo, and this is Teach Christ International. So today I thought that we should share something about healthy choices. Healthy choices. Healthy is derived from the word health to mean free from illness or infirmities or maladies or diseases. So when we say you're healthy, it is the adjective, the descriptive word that you're free from sickness. It could also mean sensible. It could also mean successful. It could mean something that is normal and it's working effectively, right? Choices, on the other hand, refers to the decisions that we make. As human beings, we have the power of free will. The power of free will. So we can choose wrong or right. It's all up to us. You are free to make whatever choice that you want, but you're not free from the consequences of that choice. So that's why I thought that today we should talk about choosing your battles wisely, making healthy choices in life generally, right? From the types of friendship that you want, the career choices that you're making, parental choices that you're making. I mean, every day you're making a choice. Even today, for me to show up here was a choice. I had the choice to just say, and like, in any case, why am I struggling so much? I can just leave it at that. But I chose to be here to make an impact. Whether we have one view or 1,000 or how many, it doesn't matter. All that is needed is for me to show up and impact a life. Yeah. So, um, so what usually guides our choices could range from a religious perspective. For example, during the theory lessons, we could be asked, you have collected some money on the playground. What will you do as a Christian? Will you return the money there? Will you give it to the teacher? Will you just hide it and use it for your own stuff? So, most of the time we could say that we will give it to the teacher who will announce it and the owner is found. You understand? So that's one of the uh, factors that influence our decisions, our religious upbringing. Also, it could be how we have been raised, the parental upbringing. Yeah. For example, you could find someone making choices, let's say even in picking stuff in the supermarket. You've gone for shopping, some will be picking things on small quantities because that's what they grew up seeing. You understand? Someone else, because maybe they were given a reason as to why you need to buy in bulk, maybe to save due to the economies of scale, you'll find such a person will tend to buy on large scale. Sometimes we could be guided by emotions. For example, someone could choose to maybe throw away a toy, um, bang a door, respond negatively or rudely because they're angry. Some could decide to make a promise because they are happy. It's a choice they made. You understand? Another thing that can guide our decisions is the circumstances that you found yourself. For example, it's not good to lie, but you find yourself in a situation where you need to come out, so you're forced to forge or say something. I don't advocate for that, but that is a circumstance that has forced you to do something that is contrary to what is expected of you. That's a choice. Yeah. Another thing that guides our choices could be the sentiments. What have you heard from others? How do you feel? mm, like Saul, he wanted to kill David because he could hear people singing that King Saul had killed 1,000, but King David had killed tens of thousands. So out of jealous, he was so much fueled that he wanted to kill King David. So all these are things that can influence our choices. Even our friends, what do they say, their opinion, our parents, what do they have? Maybe it's even about a life partner. You could be influenced by the surroundings, what the rest of the people have to say, the general opinion. However, I want to caution us against making decisions or choices based on emotions and sentiments. Instead, you should make decisions based on knowledge, from a point of knowledge, from a sober and logical point, and willingness of the heart. You're willing to make a wise decision. So, how does making healthy choices help us? One, it helps us to save time. When we make healthy choices, for example, every evening you have, actually morning, you have maybe an alarm. Once it rings, you have the willpower to either snoop snooze so that you lose, or you just have the option of springing up from your bed and taking action. Yeah, that's a choice. You snooze, you lose time, you'll be procrastinating, your day will be a mess. A healthy decision, let's say forgiving someone, you'll feel relieved. Instead of holding a grudge, you just decide to let go. So you'll feel relieved, energized, motivated. Yeah. Decisions such as doing exercises boost our brain power. Yeah, because you will go out there, maybe you are skipping a rope, doing your aerobics, you are running, you are lifting weights, you will feel like your brain has started to brighten up. You're starting to see life from another angle because you have already conquered something. Maybe you were lifting previously 1 kg, now you're lifting 3 kgs. You will be having a better brain power because you'll be like, if I rose from ABCD, why can't I scale up also in other areas of my life? Yeah, so that will also be a trigger towards success. Healthy choices such as sleeping early, having sufficient sleep, you will have longevity, long life, right? Yeah. When you decide to maybe a bar from sugar, bad friendships, you'll tend to avoid most stresses and depression. So, as such, you'll see you'll tend to have less stress and more peace. Yeah, serenity. Because you'll not be in trouble like, you know, hello, I've been locked up because of ABCD. Maybe you were caught trafficking marijuana. Yeah. So when you make healthy decisions, you'll avoid most of the nuances that come along. Healthy decisions, you'll also have more compassion to others. You're practicing kindness, and in the process someone is able to open up, and yeah, you will also tend to see that you'll have better relationship when you choose to smile than be angry. When someone has wronged you and you're like, it's fine, we can talk it out, you'll tend to find the people would say you as a person who is approachable, and that will better your relationship. Maybe someone, you are a leader, one of your team leaders has messed, but you're like, giving them hope. You're not condemning them. Instead, you're telling them politely that ABCD, I'm not happy and I believe in you. You know, you'll have energized them and you'll have build better relationships. Obviously, a positive impact in their lives, because we'll be like, yeah, if it was not for so and so who believed in me, I wouldn't have been here. Perhaps I would have given up. But I'm here, have succeeded because so and so told me, you know, you're capable, you're able, you're amazing, you're loved, you know, they got to affirm you. You also see that healthy decisions ensure effective conflict resolution. For example, someone has asked a question, it's at home, hey, what are we eating today? And we will be like, you don't respond to them and you're triggering them. The next minute, um, you find you're fighting. But this was something that would have been avoided if you told them, you know, today we don't have maybe flour, so I don't know, maybe you can chip in, we can cook ABCD. So you would have saved the situation. You will come to terms instead of everyone being on top, they want to be felt. Yeah, yeah. So when you make a healthy decision that let me just be humble, let me also listen to the other person's side of the story, yeah, it makes conflict resolution easier. Also, you can see that when you make healthy decisions, you tend to be a responsible citizen. For example, you're found a car that has got an accident. You can decide to call the police, you can decide to run away, you can decide to be the good Samaritan, get out of whatever you are doing, ensure that you're safe, then you go to save the rest. Yeah, though most people tend to avoid because of the drama that involves, you know, going to write the reports at the police. What did you witness? So most people tend to avoid, but I believe when you do good, it always comes back to you. So whenever you have an opportunity to be kind, please do so. Or you could ask me, Kerubo, how do I get to make healthy decisions? One, I've said you need to act and make a decision that is informed. Do your research. Yeah? So that doing your research will mean that literally maybe it's about food choices. Should I take sugar or not? What's healthy? Should I do keto? Should I do what? Should I be a vegetarian? Do your research. Do your research. The library, ask around, ask the people who have undergone that journey before you make a decision. Also, engage in open dialogue. Try to find out why people do things the way they do, so that you can get their perspective also. Also, you can get to express curiosity. Ask questions. They say that leaders ask great questions. Great leaders ask great questions. So, without any without any doubt, ensure you ask questions to clear any doubts that you have and to ensure that you have clarity. Also, get to have role models, people you look up to, people who have the results that you admire, so that you get to do the decision. Maybe you want to be slender, you want to have that image, body image. Why don't you look for people who have achieved those results, who have walked in your shoes, to basically inspire you on what to expect, how to go about the whole scenario.